Okay, we're live. We're back with another session of Forbidden Lands Fridays. Hopefully no interruptions this week, and we'll go for a full session. We've got Gritsnob, Raedric, Mornath, and Agari here with us this week. And I'll just do a quick recap of what happened last week. We picked up where the previous session left off. They were in the Hollows. They decided to go Game Master Vike's hut. And they went in there and they found it had been ransacked, but there were still some belongings there. There were some knives. His longbow was hanging up on the wall. There was a stuffed head of some sort. I don't remember what I said. We'll say a boar. And there was wolf pelts tanning outside and some fresh wolf meat. So let's pick up from there, fellas. What would you like to do? Do you want me to take you over to the Hollows map again?
Mm-hmm. So, before we do leave, I'd actually like to cut off some of this wolf meat.
Okay.
I can for it's good for a day, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll deal with that later.
All right.
I needed to purchase a new weapon as well. My spear broke, so need to buy one of those.
Yes, you do.
That I also need to buy a quiver and arrows for my new bow.
All right. Well, we've got the general store. Number 15 is where the Game Master's house was. So we established in the previous one of the previous sessions that the house just south of it is the general store, and number 14 is the blacksmith. So we are right by the stores. Where would you like to go to find your goods?
Blacksmith.
We never met the blacksmith previously, did we? We talked about going there, but then we were concerned about trading in goods that he might have made for dead militiamen.
Actually, I can see if you can just repair the spear. You know, I got this nice spearhead here. It just needs a new haft.
Yeah. You walk in there, you see a big, burly, stereotypical blacksmith. So he goes, it's the heroes of the Hollows. He laughs as you come in. It's kind of a backhanded comment he drops in your direction. What can I do for you?
Oh, we're looking for some gear, and I could use a repair. I hand over the spearhead. It's still got the broken shaft inside.
Let's see here. You want me to repair this or make you a new one?
Oh, what are we costing? And we're getting ready to leave, so whatever will be the fastest as well.
Let's see here. It was a long spear that you have?
No, short spear actually.
Short spear. He looks it over and he goes, I'll tell you what. The end of it's still fine. The killing part. And I've got a shaft out back. I'll for what you did for the village. No charge.
I smile at that as I gently feel my very, very near empty change purse.
I like how he calls it the killing.
The killing part.
Technical term.
That and forward. Thank you.
While we're in there, I'll ask him. You wouldn't happen to have any arrows? Perhaps a quiver, would you?
Arrows, huh? You'd rather not bite your prey there? And he kind of nudges you with his elbow. Chuckles.
He's got jokes.
He's not really taking any of you too seriously. He was on the side of the village that supported Miss Polymere, but through proxy, he now has to put up with people like you and the dwarf. What was his name? Yawim. Good old Yawim and his supporters. And you guys are definitely in his camp, and you're viewed as such by the rest of the village. Quiver of arrows, yeah. Yeah, I've got one of those. I can,
One arrow.
No, he goes and he grabs
arrow.
a quiver, and there's a dozen arrows in there.
Fantastic. Because arrows work off a die. Should I do a 12-sided die of arrows?
Throw a D12 in there. Yep.
Perfect.
And he goes, "I'll tell you what. These are nothing that you're asking for. Both of these items, you can have both of them. The heroes of the hollows."
I don't know if I like your tone, friend.
Oh, really? Oh, what can I do for you?
I have everything I need.
Oh, I see. Well then, where are you off to next? Where else are you going to make friends in our lands?
I ignore
Any
him.
plans? You gonna chase
Do
down
you
the
have
rest
some
of those
suggestions?
goblins?
Any suggestions?
Well, I know there's goblin ears to be had. Weren't you weren't you looking after that? And he points to you, Agari. Weren't you tracking those things that burned down part of our village? If you're curious.
I did track a few of those. A few silver pieces here and there. It could make our lives a little more comfortable if we opted to get rid of the rest of those goblins.
Oh yeah, because you're the heroic type, aren't you? Yes. Since he says that.
This guy.
You gonna throw his head through a window? Good stuff.
Maybe. I'm thinking about it.
It's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's his move.
yeah.
He's kind of known for it. All right. Anything else for the rest of you? For the heroes of the hollows? And again, he's kind of just backhanded comment.
Do you have a shield for someone my size? A large shield?
He looks you up and down and goes, "I don't have anything for someone your size. You know, you're kind of a big fellow. Where are you from?"
Not from around here.
You're hard to understand with that thing on your head. Why don't you take that tin can off and I can hear you better? You're all mumbling.
I'm not mumbling, and I don't remove this because I don't know when danger will strike.
Oh, you don't want to see that. Hit repeatedly by the ugly stick by his mother.
Yes, that too.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, then leave that helmet on, pal. No, I don't have anything big enough for the likes of you. I got small shields. You want one of those? Here's a buckler. You want this?
What do you see on my arm?
I don't know.
What is on your arm?
I don't know. It looks
It's
like
a small shield.
It looks like a dinner plate strapped to you. He's asking for his head to be thrown through a window.
He really is, isn't he?
So, yeah, you guys, you fellas done here?
Man,
You got a problem with us?
Oh, I didn't say that, did I? No problem.
But do
with
you?
You're the heroes of the hour. All right, well, go off and do heroic things, heroes.
Man, this guy.
Is he putting quotation marks up with his two fingers?
Oh, yeah, he's done that from time to time. Does the ear quotes?
I want to just grab him and break him.
Just gonna break his fingers? Grit
No.
snub?
No, I won't, because I know they'll discover who I am or what I am.
The Rust Brother will come come looking for you.
Not really scared of him, but yeah.
Oh,
Man,
all right. Note to self,
Backstory.
GM writing down. Not scared of Rust Brother in Hollows. Okay, Grit Snob.
listen. Before things we get ourselves in trouble, as murder hobos are wont to do in civilization, I suggest to my new compatriots that whatever we plan on doing it away from this town very soon.
Agreed. Not a fan of this place with its fire mages.
Oh yeah,
Rude.
Segregationist policies.
yeah. The village idiot is a
Fire
fire
mage.
mage to Grit Snob.
We have no idea how long we'll travel before we'll hit another town, so maybe we should load up on some food, some water, some ale.
Some tents.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fill my water skin in this nice convenient well right here.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You guys can all do that. That is easily done. You guys all have rations, don't you? Didn't you all start with rations?
Mm-hmm.
Should still have them.
Yeah, you guys haven't used them. I haven't forced you to use them yet because you guys just kind of crossed over from the mountains, camped for an evening, and made your way to the hollows. And you've been fed here the whole time. Even when you're a captive, you were being fed.
Yeah, very polite of them to hold us prisoner.
Hey.
So with the consumables, is it just like 1 unit per day of travel, or is it a roll to see how much you go through as we're traveling?
It is you'll roll a die based on how much you have at this point. And like, for example, if you fill up your water skin now, it automatically goes to 12, a 12-sided die, right? And if you roll a 1, when at the end of whenever we eat and drink and use our consumables, if you roll a 1, it goes down a die.
So can we all load up with enough food and water to give us 12s in both of those?
Yeah, you guys can go to the general store and stock up with some food and such.
How many silver do I have? I have
Let me
2.
see here. What is the cost? Do you guys all have water skins? Like, do you guys all have that basic stuff?
I
Or
have.
do you need to purchase it?
I have water skin.
Let me check. I believe I do.
I also have a tankard, which I think kind of counts as the same thing.
I need to purchase the water skin as well.
So water skin is usually 3 silver each, but because of what you guys have done in this town, you're getting discounts at these stores. So you got some items for free there at the blacksmith. They're going to sell you the water skin for 5 copper. And you guys will be able to get field rations at 2 copper a piece. They're usually a silver. They're going to give you a nice discount. Yawim is looking after you. He's also going to hook you up with some of his really good ale for the road. His world-renowned ale. He'll hook you up with water skins of that as well.
Nice. That's extra water skins after we drink the ale.
It is an additional water skin. So you guys have some cheap rations you can buy. You've got cheap water skins, and you've also got a free water skin full of his world famous ale.
Let's see. What do I have?
Is there anything else you'd want to stock up with before hitting the map?
Well,
I wanted to inquire this to the group. Do we want and or need a tent?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it's certainly helpful.
How many people?
We
So
It is helpful. So when you do your like roll at the end of every day to make camp, if you don't roll great, a tent does help, right?
it gives a gear bonus of 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it says on the trade goods table. And there's 2 kinds of tents.
Small tent and a large tent.
Yeah, difference is 3 silver.
3 silver, and also the weight. One of them is really heavy.
Oh, right, yeah. So one of us has got to carry it.
What I don't understand is the so the large tent says room for 6,
Yeah.
and the small tent says room for 2. Does that mean like how is that actually going to that's going to have a significant effect? Because I thought the only one person rolled the making camp roll.
Yes, only one person does. So it would give them what, 2 gear dice?
Mm-hmm.
Do each of them give 2 gear dice? I don't have it here in front of me.
They both do. I'm looking at them.
Okay. So it just means the number of people that can be sheltered. They both help your roll in the same way, but I guess it's the number of people that can go in there and be out of the elements for the night.
Well, if somebody else is willing to carry the large tent, I'd be more than happy to front the majority of the silver for it.
How many copper and a silver?
10, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and water skins are how much?
What did I say? 5 copper each?
Mm-hmm.
And rations are 2 copper each?
2 copper. You get some nice discounts here. You're also poor, brand new adventurers, so maybe I'll take a little pity on
I'm not poor.
you. You're not poor. You guys can
We
get a
may
large
want
tent
to
for
save.
2 silver if you want to buy one.
We also may want to save the cash now. I mean, we have this nice village here that we can return to. We could strike out within a day or two's radius, be uncomfortable for a night, and simply come back, save ourselves some cash.
That is true. I was just wondering if this is an investment that we need to make some point.
Indeed, although buying a mule to carry a lot of what we'll inevitably need might be a good way to go as well.
Are there mules for sale here?
Not in this village.
Do they have any other pack animals, like a goat or like a small dog?
Or
Child,
orcs?
perhaps.
There are goats here.
How much per unit of goat?
Dead or alive?
Both.
Goats. Let's see. Are there livestock in the book? Let me see if there is.
Actually, where? Yeah, I'm trying to look through the book right now. Okay, animals. Doesn't really say goats. It does say homing pigeon in cage.
How much is a homing pigeon in the cage?
2 silver, according to the
Wow.
book.
You guys could get a goat for 3 silver if you wanted a goat. If you really wanted a goat. This is like the theme of our games here, Grit Snob. There's just always
Right? I was just
ugly,
gonna say
ugly goats.
it's Wheezy's cousin.
Yeah.
How much can a goat carry?
A goat can carry, we will say 20 pounds on its back. Strapped
Weezy
on
was
its
a sheep.
back.
What was that? You cut out.
20
For
pounds
me.
strapped to its back.
Man.
They're not really pack animals. They're not really animals that are bred
Yeah, pack
for beasts of burden.
I mean, again, Grit Stop, my friend. Could you carry a heavy item? Would that overly burden you right now?
I don't know how that the encumbrance system works. I'm only carrying my shield, a light crossbow, a water skin, and 7 rations. And of course, my flail.
So, you can carry up to twice your strength score. Light items, if something says it's light, like a knife, it counts for half an item. Heavy items count for 2 items. And water skins and I believe rations don't take up any weight.
They're
Oh.
tiny, so they're inconsequential. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So then I should definitely be able to carry it.
Because your strength is
They have a-
4. Oh yeah.
Wait, how much
Yeah.
does I guess let me see because I don't have my
Ten-
I have it in my weapons light crossbow and light and a flail. I don't have it where my weight is in my
Right.
gear. I just have it in weapon. But I'm
Right.
pretty sure I can carry a 10.
Yeah. Let's see. A flail is normal, so it counts as 1.
Okay.
And a light crossbow is also normal, so it counts as 1. And you can carry a maximum of 8 with a strength score of 4.
And a
So-
what is a shield?
What's the shield?
small shield.
Small shield.
Small shield is light, so it only counts as half an item.
Crit
Alright.
snub, you're gonna be the tent bearer.
Guess I'll be the back.
So I will happily pay the 2 silver. I've got plenty of cash. If Gritsnob, I buy this and I hand you this large tent for you to carry.
He wraps it around his waist like a dress. No, he just carries.
Sling. It's all tied up. You sling it over your shoulder. It's got a rope tied around it, and you sling it around. You kind of tie it around yourself like a bandolier around the front. You got this big rolled up tent hanging on your back.
Normal essentially is basic in the character sheet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to do for provisions before you strike out and go do some exploring? Oh, we're good.
No, I'm
Alright.
cool.
If we're good, then I will take us over to the map here. I don't know, can you guys? I'll ping you. Are you all in the same spot down there? I only have part of a map showing because we're going to uncover it as we go. So we got the hollows there. That big kind of castle building there against the mountains. I just kind of put the hollows there, and I'm counting that as that kind of like altar or shrine at the back of the hollows, backing up onto the mountain range behind it. So you're right there. And to the east is kind of a dead end, and to the west looks like open grounds. Agari, when you were tracking the goblins, they were off to the west, was the direction you were tracking them, and then they doubled back over the river and into the hollows. But the track, and you were aware that there were more, and their tracks and everything were out to the west direction.
I relay that to friends. If that's a thing they're interested in doing, I'm more than happy to continue hunting goblins for cash. They're not real.
They're not real. They don't count.
They're not sentient. I mean, I suppose they're real and they exist.
Here, let's grab this. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but that's okay.
We're so beautiful.
Let's establish our roles. So someone needs to be lead the way, and someone needs to keep watch while we're hiking.
I can definitely lead.
So lead is your survival role. Keep watch is scouting. So whoever you guys want to elect is strong in those things.
I have 7 dice in survival.
Wow.
I have 2 in survival.
1 in survival, none in
7.
scouting.
Yeah, I have 7 in survival.
So
I have none. I have none in
Gritsnob
survival and none in scouting.
Okay. Gritsnob has 7 in survival. How many did Agari have?
I am also 7 in survival.
I have 7 in scouting.
And you have 7 in scouting? Wow. Okay, so who wants to take what?
Well, I don't have any in scouting, so
So Agari wants to lead the way?
I'll lead the way, and then Gritsnob, if you'd like to scout for us.
Yes, he likes to be out there alone. I kill what gets in our way.
Let's do that.
He vanishes up the way.
So let's put Agari as leading the way. We'll put Grit Snob. As scouting.
That's right.
So we've only done this once before, and that was in our session 0. We haven't done it in like a real game. So do you guys remember how it works? We do the 2 separate roles. Lead the way is survival. Keep watch is scouting. Lead the way fails, and there's some lead the way mishaps that can take place. If scouting succeeds, if there is something up ahead, you see it before you run into it. Otherwise, you just kind of bump into it if you fail.
Yeah.
You guys can move across 2 hexes in 1 quarter day. You can move across a third, but it's kind of like pushing your roll. You have to roll an endurance. And if you fail, you immediately have to stop. And you can't hike any further, and you take an agility damage.
Ooh.
So you can press on, but there is consequences to doing so. You guys are currently in plains, so movement is not restricted whatsoever. It's like the top of the day. It's like first thing in the morning. We'll say it's like 8 a.m. by the time you're done having your breakfast and you wake up, going and doing your shopping and everything. You're ready to head out. It's nice and bright and early in the morning. And you head on out. So which way did you guys want to go?
I guess this hex right here next to the hollows that we have our...
Sure, to the west of the hollows. Okay. So let's go ahead and make your lead the way roll there. Oh, did you do that already? Is that what that roll is up there?
That's what that is, yes.
Oh, okay. Did you want to push that or no?
Those skulls are not successes, correct?
Correct. The skulls are failure, or they're 1s, and the cross swords are 6s.
Man. Okay.
Or do we just want to have a mishap and see what happens?
Yeah, let's. I'm not going to push it with two
You don't want to take some damage right off the bat?
No, it's a little early for that in the game.
Okay, cool. I like it. Let's do some mishaps. This is fun. This is what the game's all about.
Fun and shenanigans.
So we got 51 on my table. What does that mean? So you guys make your way out of the hollows, and you're a few hours out, and you're going along the river. It's nice and well traveled. But as you're heading out of the hollows and westerly, the air is starting to get really cold and heavy, and it's just kind of like it's just damp. And you guys are walking, and as you're walking on, a thick fog all of a sudden surrounds you, and you start to lose a little bit sense of direction, Agari, as you enter this fog. Like you're still along the river, but you're getting turned around a little bit, and it's quite disorienting. So what this means is you guys, it's going to take a whole quarter day just to get through this one hex, to get through the mist, or the fog, I should say. And you all suffer 1 point of damage to empathy from the gloomy mist.
What?
Huh?
Man.
We're taking damage just
the
for
heck?
traveling?
Wow. Point of empathy. Ooh, that's not good.
Awesome. I become even more surly.
I'm not very empathetic.
All right, Mr. Keep Watch, why don't you roll a scouting roll?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Watch this awesome.
After you guys roll as well, don't forget to click the clear dice pool button, because otherwise it'll just keep compounding all your previous rolls.
Uh-oh.
All right, you got 2 successes. Yeah, I like that. Let's roll something here. Let's see what happens. Bear with me. So as you guys are bumbling your way through the fog in the thickness, Gritsnob, you hear this shouting from up ahead. It goes, "Hey! Hey, you! What clan are you from? I can smell you a mile away, you filthy orc." And he's shouting at you, Gritsnob. You, through the mist, you start making your way towards this voice. And it's cutting just across the land. Like, the rest of you pick up on it too. Like, through the fog, you can clearly make your way to this thing shouting. As you get closer, Gritsnob, you see someone is shouting out mockery and insults, and he's standing on a rickety wooden structure several feet above the ground. At the top of it, it's a small orc with an upstage look. And as he goes, "Ah, yeah, I smelt you a mile away, you filthy orc. What are you? You think you're some kind of oh, look, you got some friends? Are they gonna back you up? What are they? Look at you. You think you're some kind of something special? I've seen dozens of you come over. You're nothing. You're nothing." And as you get closer, Gritsnob, he he unbuttons his pants and he begins to urinate in your direction, just insulting you the whole time.
You know what has to happen here.
So this little orc is just up there shouting insults at all of you. He's like,
wait, it's an orc?
It's a little orc, yeah. I am the great provoker.
What clan are you from?
Oh, what clan? I'm from the clan. I'm here to wake you all from your slumber. I am on a personal mission to spread the word and taunt all of you fools to release your inner rage. Because I am the one who made the blood mist disappear through my actions. Now,
well, that was interesting.
You fools, carry on what you're gonna die over there anyways. You're not even well equipped. Look at you. You've got nothing. You're terrible. The blood mists will consume you. It doesn't matter. And he starts to urinate in your direction again and just spout profanity at you and tells you,
this guy's well hydrated.
Yeah.
Move on your way. Go on your way. Leave me be.
How did you get rid of the blood mist?
Through my actions, by releasing the rage in morons like you. Take that silly mask off.
I finally pull it off.
Look at you, you're a little one.
Little?
Yeah.
You're blind and dumb.
Oh, there we go. There, no. Yeah, release the rage. This is how I rid the land of the blood mists.
Keep talking and you will be a mist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
what are you gonna
shit.
do about it? What are you going to do? Keep walking. That's what I thought. Oh, look at you. Look at you lost in the mist. You don't even know where you're going. Look at you bumbling around. The great provoker himself will point you in the right direction. Where are you going?
I look to one of my compatriots.
No!
Oh, is he calling me?
Yeah, he called you a fool. Fool! Speak!
Okay. I let the chain fall from my flail and let the head of it hit the ground.
He on top of his little platform, he's got some like little rocks, and he throws in your direction. Keep moving. Go on. Go march to your death. I'm not intimidated by you.
But before Gritsnob attacks this creature, I go up to Gritsnob, but I whisper in his ear, "Friend, that tiny orc up there was able to urinate twice in less than 5 minutes. He is either a very powerful or very drunk."
You measure one's urine as power?
As the two of you are talking, Mornath and Raedric, you're looking at this guy, and he's just like throwing insults at you, but he kind of stops and he lets up and he squats down and he starts defecating his hand, and then he flings it in your direction.
Just kind of looking like a canyon.
Get out of my sight!
Does it hit him?
Is this an orc thing?
That is not an orc thing.
Man,
This smells of a trap.
I'll tell you what this smells like.
Smells like crap? Yes, it does.
It smells like orc poop. Go on, you weaklings! Go get lost in the mists, you bumbling.
Yeah, let's
fools.
go.
I'm going to restrain. Actually, no. Grisnob will kill him. I'm going to go ahead and attack.
Snob's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair, Grit Snob. This could have gone.
He's
either
throwing
way.
poop.
He is throwing
Yeah, he's
poop
throwing
and
poop.
insults at you. So let's do this. There he is. He's in the middle of the
At an
river
orc,
there.
he's
He's on a little island, and he's standing on his little platform, and he's yelling at you from across the water. And he flung poop in your direction. Didn't hit any of you. It's quite far away. You want to fight him?
Yeah. I don't want his hands to touch me.
So what do you do? How do you proceed?
So, how deep is this water?
You walk over to it, and it's not very deep. At the most, it would be maybe waist deep in the middle.
That's pretty deep.
Oh, the big ogre is gonna come over here and do something, huh?
Yep. I'm gonna start walking across the water.
Smear my dirty
walking
hands in
through
your
it.
face.
I'm pulling out my crossbow.
All right. When you pull out your crossbow, he pulls out a short bow. And I guess we're gonna get into combat. So go ahead and draw cards. Do we have the person here gets to draw 2 cards? It's Mornath, isn't it?
Yep.
So go ahead and draw 2 cards for yourself. I'm just gonna throw a
Didn't
card
think I
on the
had that
table.
crossbow, did
Who, me or him?
you? Yeah, him.
Let's get all you guys in turn order here. You know, we almost got away without fighting this guy.
I was trying, but I mean, he's throwing poop. I mean, he has the beep.
He did launch the first salvo.
Through the poop. All right, so I've got a 7. Why are there 2 7s on the board? Does anybody else see that? There shouldn't be
I
any
see that.
duplicates. There's like one of every card. Like, so there shouldn't be any duplicates. That's weird.
You want me to just draw another one? Or?
Yeah, please do. There's no. Yeah, that's. Maybe we drew them at the exact same time. Go ahead and draw another one, and we'll make that 7 go away. I'll throw that in my hand. So I got a 7. What did everyone else get? So.
I got
I
two.
didn't draw. I didn't know I was supposed to. I thought we were waiting.
Yeah, go ahead and draw a card. So shout out what you guys got. Agari, what'd you get?
9,
Okay.
I think.
Mornath, you got 5. You filled it in. Thank you.
I got a 2.
Nice.
Yay.
And
4.
Grit Snob.
4.
Awesome. So lowest to highest. Raedric gets to go first. The card's back in the deck. So, what do you want to do? I do have that reference sheet there for you in the handout section with the actions, the slow actions and the fast actions that you can refer to on what you would like to do on your turn.
Perfect.
You guys are a space or square, moving square away from him, and he is up on top of this platform. It's several feet high, and he's got his short bow drawn, and he continues to throw insults at all of you. He hasn't stopped, and he's He's quite happy. As you draw your weapons, he starts laughing. Goes, yes, I've done it again. The blood mists will never return at this rate. So what would you like to do?
Who's first?
Me.
It is Raedric.
So I think I'm probably just gonna use both my turns to get up close. I'm gonna have to get across this river, right?
Yep.
Do I have to make a move for that or anything like that?
No, I'm not gonna do anything special. It's not a particularly fast moving river, and it's not particularly deep, so I'm not gonna go ahead and make you roll anything.
Well, all right. So yeah, I guess for the first maneuver, I can just move to the next zone, right?
Yep. So you're in the next zone.
And I think I'm gonna use my other action to. I'm gonna use my slow action to convert it into a fast action, right?
Okay.
And use that to dodge.
In case he attacks you, you want to.
I get the feeling that he's gonna do that. So.
Okay. Okay, Grit Snob, you've got your crossbow out. You called that before combat started. That kind of initiated.
I'm assuming it's loaded, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, I am going to aim, which I don't know what that does, and I guess I'm going to shoot. Man, this light crossbow doesn't give me a lot of dice.
No, that's why it's a light crossbow. All right, go ahead and fire on.
All right.
What is he calling himself?
Marksmanship.
The Great Provoker. He keeps calling himself that the whole time as he's insulting you. Ah, the Great Provoker! Will prevail!
All right. Ship 2. Nope. A 1. Probably is going to not hit. Here we go.
Hey, you never know.
I needed to clear my dice. Be awesome.
That's a hit.
Yes.
He's got armor on, so let me take a peek at his armor. I think he's got studded leather on. So that might eat.
I aimed. I forgot what that did.
Aiming?
Yeah, I hope it bypasses armor completely.
Oh yeah, just goes through armor because you aimed.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's how it works in real life.
Oh.
Before you shoot, you can aim. This gives you a +1 bonus to attack.
So you have to roll an extra d6.
All right.
Cannot save the bonus for a later round.
Ooh.
All right, so that'd be an extra point of damage. Right?
You readied the weapon, right?
Yeah. Pulled it out right before combat.
Yeah, he did have it ready before combat. That's what initiated combat. Okay.
So that's 3 points of damage?
Well, let me check his studded leather. Okay,
I thought he was butt naked.
It's got a armor rating of 3.
So I mean, his butt is naked. Otherwise, how would he be able to shoot it?
Let me just let's move that out of the way.
Called shot for the tuchus.
I do have a character sheet for orcs. Let me bring that up here, and I'm just going to roll 3 gear dice. Okay, nothing.
Oof.
So how many points of damage was it?
3.
3 points of damage, eh? All right, so where does your crossbow bolt sink into?
Right where his appendix would be.
Okay. So it boom right in the midsection. He lets out a wail. Ah! No, the great provoker will prevail. You will not stop me. Otherwise, the mists will return.
Shut up, fool.
Mornath, it's your turn.
All right, either this guy's insane or it is a setup. So can I take an action to like just surveil the area? Like there's some trees over here.
Yeah.
Just see if like we're about to be flanked by something.
Oh yeah, sure. You want to just kind of give it a once over? Let me see.
Yeah.
Here. Bear with me. I have a character sheet handy that I can refer to for your skills. Why don't you go ahead and do like an insight roll? Survey the area.
Sure, insight. Okay. We're using the new roller at the top.
Yes, please. It should all be tied to it. The only thing it doesn't take into account is your gear dice, and you have to plug those in every time. The fancy new roller from Wes, who's not here watching us this week. Okay, yeah, so you survey the area, you look over the trees in the surrounding area, and as you look around, you don't see signs of, like, per se, like, an ambush or anybody else, but you do see, like, there are, like, there's definitely been other battles fought here. There's, like, dried blood in the dirt. You see in the bush next to him, it looks like there might be, like, some belongings to some adventurers that he may have also provoked in the past and won over, but you don't see anything of attackers.
Okay, that's my action.
All right, Gritsnob, he is going to fire back at you because you hit him good. So what's he got? He's got a short bow. He's also going to aim.
It's gonna be a big surprise because I'm wearing chainmail.
Let's do this. It asks me for gear dice to pop up. I'm gonna just put my extra die in there, and we'll deal with it. Roll the dice. Oh, it didn't take into account my gear die or my extra die or my gear dice. Small short bow is a bonus of 2. Nothing, and then I'll do my extra die for aiming. 6. All right, Gritsnob. So he's hit you.
Don't be too excited.
So you've got some options here, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, you used your fast action and your slow action, so
Yep.
you can't even dodge this. So he's hit you for short bow 2 points of damage. Do you want to roll your gear dice?
Well, I mean, that's
Your
the only option, right?
Yeah. Roll your armor.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the?
Damn.
So how many do you have for your shield and how many do you have your armor? Because
Well, I just rolled for the. I didn't roll for the shield because I assumed since I
so
was
it's
using a
just your
crossbow.
armor.
Yeah.
Are you wearing chainmail?
Oh, I do have a closed helmet. Does that add to it?
Mm-hmm.
But I did take it off.
Closed helmet
Didn't
gives
I?
you an armor rate. Has an armor rating of 3.
I guess he wouldn't be holding it in his hand. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so chainmail. It's got an armor rating of 6. So you stopped 1 point of damage, but 1 point of damage is going to go through, and you're also going to lose 2 points off of that 6 on your armor. Your armor rating is going to drop to a 4 because of those 2 skulls.
Wolf.
Nothing
Right?
I can do about this.
No,
I'm gonna kill that guy. Oh,
that's correct, right? That's the way this works, right,
That is-
Agari?
that is
Yeah, that
correct.
you stopped some of the damage, but your armor was also damaged in the process.
and I took 1 point or 2 points of damage.
1 point. You stopped 1 point with the 6,
Mm-hmm.
but your
Oh, I thought some made it through.
1 point made it through. Because you did 2 points of damage to you. Because the bow itself does 1 point, but he rolled 2 6s.
Is it a special kind of damage?
No.
I'm trying to modify the damage on the sheet. Is that where I put it? In the damage, right?
Take a look at your sheet.
I have a question, GM.
Sure.
So, the chainmail specifically against only has an armor rating of 3. I didn't notice that until just now. But
against
against
you're right.
arrows
A
and
3
stabs.
against arrows and stabs. Ooh.
But so let's even if we say okay, he rolled 6, as it, I guess it would be.
Should I re-roll if I only have 3?
Yes. The rule at the table is we re-roll. If it's wrong, we re-roll. Whether it's good or bad, we re-roll it. That's the rule at my table. And I do the same thing if I roll something wrong. Whether it's good or bad.
I just roll 3 dice.
So roll 3 dice. I didn't notice. Thank you for catching that. That is in the description. I'm looking at my GM screen here, and I'm not looking at the last columns on it, and that's where it's listed in the features.
Does my helm is it involved?
Your closed helm also has 3 armor rating. But it doesn't say anything specifically against arrows and stabs. But roll them separate. Because if you do take damage to one, not the other, I'd like to know which one gets damaged.
Okay, that's 1.
Okay.
That's the armor.
Okay. So that's 1 point of damage and 1 point off your armor.
Okay. I'm trying to pick up the damage on the sheet, and I'm not able to, but I'll tick down the armor.
Okay.
And here's the helm.
There it is.
Okay, so you stopped 1 point of damage.
Okay.
So you take 1 point, and you still lose a point of armor off your chainmail. So it drops to a 5 instead of a 6. So let me just take a quick peek.
Now, as far as taking the damage, I have the damage next to my strength attribute, right?
So the damage comes off of, yes, strength.
Okay.
So instead of you had a 4 in the first column, and the second column is going to turn to a 3.
Yep. And then, wait, the first column turns to a 3. And right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
3 out of.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to get hit so hard in the face.
So yeah, your chainmail, I see an armor rating 5. There's nowhere really on there to mark that it's down a point, unfortunately, on this character sheet. I'm looking at your character sheet right now. So if you didn't know or don't have it marked somewhere else written down.
Oh, I will. See what I just did?
All right.
Right
so
there.
he laughs at you. Yeah, you beauty orc, how do you like that? Eye for an eye.
I'll take yours out your head.
All right, Agari.
I'm gonna pull out my bow, and
your new longbow.
My lovely new longbow, and I am going to.
So he's not at long range, so you are going to get modifiers to the roll, right? Because right now they were both using short range weapons, and they were going short to short, but you're using a long range weapon.
Is that how that works?
I gotta find it here in the book because we haven't really encountered it, but there is modifiers.
So there is.
Game.
Yeah, I think there. But there's not specifically.
Okay, I think I'm confusing this with shooting range. Here we go. Page 97.
Mm-hmm. See, that's so my range away. Being long is just the maximum that I can use.
Right, and you're not further away, so you're not getting a penalty. Short range, you get a -1. At long range, you get a -2. But you're near. Okay, yeah. There's no difference.
Back.
Okay, so go ahead and make your roll.
Okay.
Are you gonna aim? No, you readied your bow.
No, yeah. Well, I had to pull out my bow. I actually, if this guy survives, I have fast shooter, which means I don't have to prepare it.
Oh, nice.
But I didn't even have it out yet.
Right.
So
It's a hit.
Solid.
Okay, studded armor. He did not eat any off his armor the last time around, so he gets to roll 3d6. Clear this pool here. Okay, so it all goes through.
Nice.
It's a new round. I can try to dodge, can't I? I can attempt to dodge. Let's do it. Why not, right?
Man, did that orc have to prepare his bow?
He pulled it out as soon as Gritsnob did.
I did.
In retaliation. So for a dodge, he has to roll his move. All right, because he's trying to throw himself out of the way of danger. Let's clear my dice pool. Roll a move. Oh! And he does. He drops to the base of his platform, and the arrow flies over. He goes, ha 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 ha! Do you know how to use that thing, you stupid wolf? Come on, what are you... That's all you got? The four of you? I got the short one jumping trying to hit me up here. Good luck, pal. You're missing. The other orc, he's what, trying to hurt me? And your pointy-eared friend, he's kind of bumbling around. Come on, come at me. All right. Oh, it's the same round. Raytrix at the top of the turn order. I can't do that. I'm sorry, I thought we were at the beginning of a new round. So, your arrow finds its mark. And where did you hit him?
The face.
Exactly where Gritsnob hit him.
All right,
they're
so it
just
splits,
right in the same spot.
Yes, it splits Gritsnob's crossbow bolt and lands in the same spot and wedges in there and right in the appendix. And he lets out a wail of pain and drops off the platform and just kind of gurgles up blood. And he's got a big grin on his face. And Raedric, he looks at you and he goes, "Carry on my work, or the blood mists may return once again." And it's chokes up some blood and dies.
I walk over and I just boot stomp him in the face if we got a comment.
All right.
Mash it into the ground.
That's a thing.
I'll walk over to that bush that I saw the stuff hidden behind and check it out.
Yeah. It's this bush over here. So it looks like you're not the first group that he's provoked and got into a tangle with. And he's got some of their goods in there. In there you find 2 small shields, a short bow, a broadsword, and a couple of studded leather caps. 2 studded leather caps.
Man.
Any sign of bodies?
No, it doesn't seem to be bodies there, just their belongings. And like
that must have been what he was eating. I mean, he had some serious intestinal problems there.
Yeah. He's a strange character. Oh, you know what? I had an image for him and everything, and I forgot to... Here we go. Let's just put this up now. The Great Provoker. Just this little orc just slinging insults at you.
Wasn't that great? He got killed by 2 arrows.
That's right. The picture has 2 arrows. That's hilarious. So he lies there dead, eyes open, giant grin on his face, just kind of blood oozing out of his mouth.
Well, he kind of doesn't have a face anymore.
Well, no, not anymore. Now it's like...
Just crushed it.
It's just ground beef at this point.
You fixed that about him.
Better than a flail.
Well, I'll call out, hey guys, looks like there was some loot back here.
Look at that.
Yeah, hard to believe that thing killed anyone.
Man, let's see one. Two. Yeah, it's a damn shame.
And you're sure, Gritsnob, that this is not an orc thing? I mean, we're not going to deal with this every time, right?
Have I thrown my waist at you?
Once. Granted, you were drunk,
Yes.
but once.
I assure you it's not an orc thing. And not at least with our tribe.
Are you from the same tribe?
Blood furs.
Okay.
Well, if no one's interested in claiming any of this gear right here, I will take that broadsword and that studded leather cap.
Well, I could use a
Unless,
shield. Does anyone else need the other cap?
Instead of leather. Raytrick, do you have anything on your head?
I don't wear a hat, so no.
No.
I'll take that then.
All right. So yeah, you guys have this stash of stuff there, and a little dead orc, the Great Provoker.
Poor guy. Also, the orc was wearing studded leather. If anyone needs that,
he was wearing studded leather. It's got a couple holes in it now, but it's still
Right in the kidney.
It does. So it's down 2 points of armor. And
can't be that good.
Well,
here, right?
I mean, if he can fix it up, he'll probably be okay.
Actually, since you can maintain your own gear and it requires materials, can you use something like this as materials to repair your own?
As far as I know, yes, because it does list in the gear what it takes to make it. And when you do repair, you want to have some of the same materials. So yeah, it would help to have the similar or same stuff. Especially if you want to make it from scratch. It does list the raw materials needed.
Yeah, well, worth grabbing if we need to make some repairs on the go.
So what is studded leather? It is normal, so keep in mind your encumbrance, everyone. So that is a normal weight. Raw materials would be half an iron and 2 leather to make. So if you wanted to break it down, I'd give you the equivalent if you wanted to use it to repair something. So broadsword, what is that? Is that normal also? Yeah, it's also normal. So keep in mind, Gritsnob's going to be the pack mule for the time being until you guys get Beasts of Burden.
Mm-hmm.
So if I run off, I'll take everything with me.
So let's take you guys back to our map. So it's going to take you 1/4 day to clear this 1 hex, whereas you normally would have been able to clear 2 in 1/4 day because of the fog.
How many rations should we eat?
You don't need rations just yet.
Okay.
So after 1/4 day, you guys are now in the hex where Gritsnob is. I'll just move you all over there. Do you guys want to press on or do you want to stop?
I suppose to press on.
Let's keep going. It's only what, like noon?
Yeah. Only one quarter day has passed.
Yep.
So you could do another hex. So go on and lead the way. Okay.
God
Well, there's
damn.
no mishaps, right?
I'll push it, I guess.
Yeah, there we go.
Issue wait, isn't there one?
Oh yeah, there is a one. That's weird that they didn't come. But skill dice don't count. So he coded it that skill dice don't come up with the icon because they don't count towards losing
Damage?
points when you push. Yeah.
Ah, copy.
So you've got a success and you've got a failure.
Yeah, I take a point of wits damage and get a willpower point.
Yep. It's just a wash. Okay. And Mr. Scout, do you want to go ahead and
Sure,
keep watch? You want to do our scouting roll?
I can do that. All right. Clear my dice. All right.
Nothing. Do you want to push it? Get yourself some willpower? Possibly.
Yeah, because I told these guys I wouldn't fail, and he has a loyalty that.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Agari, did you choose a new what did you burn
I
last
did.
time? The Pride? Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right, so when I push it, I just re-roll all the ones that aren't ones, all right? Is that how it works?
Reroll all of it. You didn't get any ones, you didn't
Yeah,
get
that's
any
what I'm saying.
sixes.
Everything.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna take some.
But if you do, you'll get some willpower.
Ooh.
3 willpower and 3 Okay, so what?
Yeah.
You're rolling scouting?
Yes.
Let's
3
touch your
willpower.
wits. So how much wits do you have?
5.
Okay, so go ahead and take 3 points of damage to your wits.
He's a
I
very
just
smart
noticed I
one.
have a ton of water and a ton of food. I didn't need to buy anything. I just realized that scrolling through the sheet. Alright. So 3 willpower. I took 3 wits damage. And I got 3 willpower at least.
So how many willpower are you up to?
I'll be. This is my first time getting
So you've
willpower.
got 3, and
Yeah.
so I've got 4 more, right? Because you also got 1, Agari.
I think you only get them at the beginning of the game. Not that it'll probably matter much.
Well, we what did we say? It was whatever you guys have. I also get.
I thought it was per player. You were doing it.
It was per player. We'll just put that down there for now. It's not gonna.
I mean, you don't have to take any if you want.
But I want to. All right. So yeah, you're scouting. You're still a little disoriented from that battle there, Grit Snob, and you're kind of poking around and doing your best to look out. But you're not too successful. You're actually up ahead on the trail in front of the rest of these guys, and you think you're blending in with the trees and the bushes and all that, and all of a sudden you hear a voice again and go, "Oi! What are you doing up there? Hey! What are you doing in the bushes?" And you look, and you see a group of 6 dwarves making their way down towards you. "Hey! Big fella, what are you doing?"
I'm traveling.
"Ah! Where are you headed?"
Why is that your concern?
"Ah, you look a little lost.
I'm not lost.
You're just kind of bumbling around the bushes."
I wouldn't call it bumbling.
I
know what I'm doing.
Friend, all right. Hey, let me ask you, you haven't heard of the Hollows, have you?
Maybe. What's it to you?
Well, we're looking for a funny little fellow, one of our kin. We heard rumor that he's in the Hollows.
Oh yeah, tell me about him.
Goes by the name Yawim. He a funny little dwarf. Shaves his beard.
This fucking
shaves
guy.
his hair. Oh, you've got friends, and he sees the rest of you guys coming. Hey, you lost friends over here. They all they're waving their arms. They're kind of like waving you all over and greeting you. Hey, we're just asking
I'm
a
not
friend.
greeting him.
These are the Hollows.
No, this is better than that fucking dump hole.
Oh, so you've been there?
Yeah, it sucks.
Why?
Because the only other dwarf there is racist against others. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, the lead dwarf leans and goes, his name wouldn't happen to be Yawim, would it?
Yeah, it is.
Why don't you point our way to the Hollows?
Agari's gonna interrupt. Why are you looking for Yahweh?
He's broken dwarven law. You see that ale
What'd he
he's
do?
brewing? That's not a dwarven recipe. That's a man recipe.
This ale? I let him get a swig of the little thing he gave us.
Yeah, he takes a swig. Ugh, this stuff's terrible. That's the stuff. Coughing up lung here. Yeah, that's the stuff. Ugh, it's disgusting.
What's the punishment for breaking this dwarven law?
Well, he's already escaped us once. I have to grab some water. Losing my voice.
Wow, you
drank some of the ale, huh?
He's broken law once and he ran away. We're here to take him back. He's gonna stand trial for his crimes.
Oh, that might be just a little rough. He's the mayor of that town now.
They all laugh. Yeah, we're mayor.
Yeah.
Point the way. Which way to the Hollows? We're gonna go.
I'm sure you could just follow our trail. We're not very good at this.
Oh, so you came in the direction of the Hollows. All right. Well, we'll head on east. Thanks, fellas. They'll start marching and whistling like dwarves do.
Are they whistling while they work?
They are.
How many of them are there again?
I think I said there was 6, but it'd be better if there was 7, obviously.
Yeah.
So let's retcon that and say there's 7 dwarves.
Are they one sneezing?
Yes, one's
There's 6
sneezing.
and one real short one in the end. You just didn't see.
Yeah, and he looks kind of dopey.
Agari points out as the dwarves are leaving that we've just caused one major political upheaval in that town, causing another happening so soon might not be good for the civilians over there.
It'll be fine. They needed a good cleaning out of their political system.
Okay.
Look, man,
I mean,
I'm just okay. Yeoman's gonna get got.
Oh, man. All right. Which direction do you want to head from here? Go ahead and ping it or draw a little arrow or whatever on the map. Because you can go there or there for your current location. Or just drag your token to where you want to go. How about that?
Let's do that one.
Actually, that's another quarter day. So if you guys carry on, it will be It will be an endurance roll, or you can decide to stop and make camp here. Because that was 2 hexes per quarter day. Typically, you can cover 2 hexes, no problem. That first hex counted as 2. Oh, actually, so yeah, you'd get a second one now. I'm sorry. 2 hexes in 1 quarter day. So instead of traveling 4, you're traveling 3 at this point.
Yeah.
Hey, is this a
one?
freshwater stream that we're next to, by the way?
Yes, it is a freshwater stream. River, stream. People were drinking from it as well in the hollows. Even though there was a well. You saw people just kind of reaching down and in and drinking from it. Animals are drinking from it. It looks all right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get some water. So let's go take like a 5-minute break. I get some water for my throat and we'll be back.
Wash that beer out of your mouth.
Yeah, right?
Clear.
Filthy human beer.
Get rid of the taste of swill.
Yeah, right?
As they
all
say.
Right. Let's
right,
go take
back
a
in a bit.
break. Okay, we're
What
back
up?
from our brief break and my coughing fit. Got some water for my voice. So, we've entered a new hex, and we need to roll lead the way in scouting. Is where we left off.
All right.
So,
I think you
gentlemen-
mean succeed in scouting.
Yeah. Let's see this happen.
I gotta get some gear that helps with that.
Oh, look at that! Scouting.
I don't want to take any. I don't want to take any more hits. Wait. Hold on a sec. I have to roll my current width, right?
You do.
Yes,
So I need
sir.
to re-roll that. I need to re-roll that.
Okay,
I only get 4 dice.
but Agari's great on the leading the way.
Well,
Yes,
Grit Snob kills it.
that's what I do.
So you guys, you carry on after you've met the 7 dwarves who are looking for Yawim for crimes against the dwarven race.
Snow White.
Yeah, and you guys are continuing on, and it's pretty uneventful. You're on these like long flowing plains. You can see for miles and miles all around you, and it's pretty tame over here. And you're getting to a part now, geographically, where you get into a bit of the foothills because you're getting closer to the mountain ranges, and you're between 2 mountains. And as you guys carry on, you do see to the west, as you get closer, a big structure in the distance over in the next hex that looks very old, ancient, and as you're looking at this thing in the distance, you see a deer ahead of you, and it's just kind of stopped and staring at you, and this thing's like 30-40 feet away from you, and it's staring at you, and as you look at it, you see it's got yellow eyes that are just beaming in your direction, and it's just staring right at you.
Okay. I
Does
think it's
it
time
have-
for lunch.
God damn it. Does it have hands
Does it have hands?
instead of antlers?
No, it's got antlers. It looks like a deer or a stag in every
So are they up there
regular
with
sense,
me?
except it's got like bright yellow eyes. What was that?
Are they with me?
Yeah, we're gonna say everybody's with you.
Okay, so what do you guys think? The thing good eating?
Are we gonna eat it?
It looks like it has from some jaundice over there.
Disease.
A good cook fire take care of that.
Oh.
Will I?
if you want to get it, I'll cook it for you. But man,
I do want to get it.
Of course,
Good
you do.
meat. Good meat.
Yes,
So,
sir.
venison,
take-
I think you people call it.
Venison. Are you gonna take your crossbow out and try to hit this thing?
Yep, I'm gonna aim too.
As soon as you take your crossbow out, it darts off in the direction of that big keep on the mountainside.
Looks like it has a house.
Oh man.
I think it lives there.
Probably has a whole family.
X family.
I think it has a house.
Oh.
Oh, grit snub.
We haven't lost any food yet, right?
No, so you are
Mm-mm.
now at the point where you need to decide to make camp and eat,
Mm-hmm.
or push on and possibly take some damage. You're at a crossroads because I said it's 2 hexes per roll, but you can do a total of 2 quarter days, which you've now traveled without having to stop and rest and eat. Or you can push yourself for 1 more quarter day, and you'd roll an endurance roll, and if you fail, you take agility damage, and you have to immediately stop in this hex.
I vote we camp here and check out that deer's house in the morning.
Yeah, 'cause
up
it's
for
like
that.
late afternoon now at this point. Early evening. Do you guys agree with Agari?
Oh yeah, I'm on
I
that.
do.
All right, it's time to make camp. So it's a survival roll, and you guys can help one another on that roll. We've done this once
That's
before. Sorry?
I've got some flint and steel here that I can start a fire with. It gives a +1 to making camp.
Excellent. Does anybody have the quartermaster talent? That would also help.
Do gear bonuses in this case? We've got the tent and the flint and steel.
Yep.
Those.
That would help. The tank gives you what, a +2, and the flint and steel was a +1.
Mm-hmm.
So does someone want to make a... only one person makes it, but others can help. Yeah. So you guys can assist if you want, or one person can just take those things and try to make or find a good camp. For each person helping, you get a +1 modification. No more than 3 people can help you with a single roll, and your maximum is a +3. So you guys can all jump in and help.
Okay.
Does he get the gear bonus from the various gears?
Does making camp take a quarter day? Or is it just a thing?
Nope. Finding a good location for camp, making a fire, and prepping where to sleep takes a whole quarter day. So this will take you into the night now.
All right. Well, then, while they are, whoever is making camp, I'd like to actually cook this wolf meat.
Sure. Once that fire's going.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
how does the healing work?
You get everything back after you rest a quarter day. All your stats that were lowered go back to full. But not your gear, Grit Snob. Not your gear.
I'm fine. So right now I go back to full with my wits and my empathy and my strength.
Well, once you sleep, you have to sleep for a quarter day or rest for a quarter day.
All right.
So let's
Sleeping
go ahead.
is
Who's
important.
making our survival roll for making camp? Who has a good survival? It's probably what, Agari?
Me? I have a good one. Wow.
You guys both have 7.
No, my
but
wits
Agari's
are down.
cooking, right?
Yeah, I've dedicated myself to cooking.
My wits are down. So I'll have a 2 in wit. I mean, I'll have a 4 total.
4? Does anybody else have better than a 4? Mornath or Raedric?
I have A4, same.
You have a 4 total?
Yeah, total.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Oh,
so
you've
one
been
of the two
doing a
you
lot
decide...
of work. I can take over for this.
Okay.
Thank you.
So go ahead
right, so-
and put your gear bonus on your roll, and Grit Snub is helping you, so it's another +1. And Raedric, did you want to help as well?
I'll help, yeah.
So I'll give you a +2. So what is
Where
that
does
total?
the plus go? Does it go to the on the gear bonus, or where
Put it on
where
the
would I
skill
put the plus?
bonus. So just up your, like, when you click
Yeah, I got you.
survival,
Okay.
yeah, just put extra 2 on.
All right, so I got the 1 gear bonus, and I got 2 bonuses from helpers. That all? Are we good?
Don't you also have 2 from the tent?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, 2 from the tent. All right, that should do it.
Hey, you did it. So you guys are kind of out in the open here, but you find a nice natural shelter of trees. It's like a natural, almost like little shelter belt that takes you out of the elements. And You're out of the wind. You're also out of sight of anything that might be in and around the area. You set up a little camp there. You set up this room for your tent. The ground's nice and clear. You get a fire going, no problem, which Agari starts cooking up the wolf meat on. Is that kind of like cannibalism, Agari?
Probably.
I mean, is it cannibalism if I eat like a monkey or something
I
like
don't know.
that?
I was just thinking the same thing. No, it's just weird, though.
Yeah, it's just sort of
It's just
weird.
weird. Everybody looks at you a little weird, Agari.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
Okay. So, you guys set up camp, and it's uneventful. You guys find a great place to camp. While you're doing that, though, and setting up camp at Funny Camp, you notice in the distance again that deer with the yellow eyes is back in the distance watching you the whole time.
I wave at it.
It's just
We
stares
know
at
where
you
you
guys.
live.
Where you live? You have a house. You weird deer.
Joke's on you. We don't live here. This is only a camp. We're gonna leave tomorrow. Moron.
What?
So
Dumb deer. Thinks we live in the middle of the woods.
So you guys want to rest a quarter day for the evening? So you have
Yeah,
to
so
sleep.
That's
resting
gonna
a
give me all my
quarter day.
stats back. I would like.
So you guys do have to sleep at least 1/4 day per day
Even elves?
to avoid becoming sleepy.
Do elves have that rule too? I know. I don't think we have an elf with us. We have a half elf.
Actually, yeah, hold on a second. I'll double check that. I'm pretty sure they do. Don't
I mean,
they?
this is old school, so
But we don't have an elf, so it doesn't even matter.
yeah, we don't. No. I was just wondering.
My intellectual curiosity has been piqued now.
So what do you guys want to do? You all have to sleep at some point. Otherwise you gain a condition. That means
A condition.
nobody keeps watch and we just all sleep for the night.
Yeah, do it.
I'll keep watch
You don't want to
for the
sleep.
first one.
Well, it's
Evening?
only quarter days. There's no really taking watches. I know we kind of did that before in our first session, but it's just broken into a quarter day.
Like if someone sleeps now, or if someone stays up for the quarter day, the rest of us will have to just hang out and do stuff while they're sleeping.
Right.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So, and if you gain the sleepy effect, you cannot recover wits except through magic. And if your wits are broken while sleepy, you must sleep for at least 1/4 day to get it back up. You take 1 point of damage to your wits each day. And as soon as you've slept, you're no longer sleepy. So it's going to affect your wits. You guys are
I guess
You guys did a pretty good roll there, and you found a really good place to camp. So it's up to you. But if you don't all sleep, you will gain the sleepy condition. This isn't like fine
Agari
fever.
goes.
You're just like, oh, I'll be fine. So what's the verdict here?
I have to sleep.
I think I might
Oh,
as well sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to recover as well. But I mean, we can take the quarter day at the beginning tomorrow. Maybe check out that deer while the other person sleeps.
I actually wanted to do something very specific.
Yeah, Agari's this debate has gone on long enough.
He's falling asleep.
Oh yeah, I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I'm not scared.
So is everybody sleeping? Or Radric, you're kind of up in the air. Or are you going to wait till the next day?
We do have this nice tent we can all fit in.
Yes, it's roomy because there's only 4 of you and it fits 6.
Exactly, and one of us is very short, so really can fit like 5.5 people.
Like
6.5.
like
It's gonna be interesting how y'all get the tent off of Gritsnob's back since he fell asleep.
That was part of making camp.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, let's call it a night. Okay. And yeah, it's uneventful. You guys get a peaceful sleep. You wake up in the morning and you feel great. You look outside. The sun is just breaking on the horizon, and whoever's the first of the tent, you see that deer still standing in the distance, looking at you guys in your little shelter built, still out there staring.
I offer the deer some meat.
Some meat? You just showed it. Hey,
Yeah.
You want some meat? It just looks at you, doe-eyed.
Arr.
All right, suit yourself.
So you guys,
So we regain the points and everything, right?
yeah, you regain all of your stat points back that you lost the day prior.
Perfect.
You're back full. So you guys want to pack up camp and head on out?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys pack up the camp and you prepare, get everything tied back up and sling that tent over Gritsnob's back. The whole time the deer's watching you, and as you guys set out for the day, the deer seems to run ahead, but as you walk over a hill or the horizon, the deer is just always seems to be there, but he's just out of reach. But it's almost like he's trying to lead you somewhere.
Is he lead us to the ruins in the mountain?
It is heading in that direction. So why don't we go ahead and roll a lead the way in scouting as we make our way to the big ruined keep. Boom. Yeah. You're just like, you're finding old abandoned paths back from the wars centuries ago. You're like, guys, I got this. And there's like cobblestone roads, ancient roads that are long covered in like grass and overgrowth, and you're uncovering these things and you're making great time. Gritsnob, what do you got for us on the scouting?
Awesomeness.
You keep saying that, but
See. Back
your
up
wits
to
are back
my
to full.
normal. Yep.
Oh.
What can I use the willpower for again?
Activating abilities.
Okay. Dang it. I have any abilities to activate. So, I could push it.
You could push it.
Man,
Push
but
it
look
real
at that.
good.
You get 2 damage, no matter what. Right? Isn't that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 2 damage and 2 willpower. Do you want to do that?
If I don't push it, I'm good, right?
Yeah, you're fine. Just something might happen.
No, I'm not pushing it.
Okay.
Let the deer turn into a freaking Umber Hulk or something.
Umber Hulk. I don't know if they exist in this, but we can make that happen. All right, Gritsnob.
Cheers.
I can hear Wes yelling at me.
You guys see Gritsnob up ahead again. He's just like bumbling around. Like you're like, why do we keep letting this guy scout? Like he's bumping into trees. He's like looking down on the ground and like following a trail. It seems like, and he bumps into a tree and he kind of wanders over here.
Obviously, if there is something ahead, he's going to make so much noise it'll attack him first.
Yes, that's the plan. As your tank.
He's not our scout action.
He's the carrot at the end of our stick.
And grunting and cursing out loud every once in a while, and yeah, he's definitely attracting any attention that's in the area. Thankfully, though, Gritsnob, you it is uneventful. I'm not gonna always have a random encounter. I have things planned, and we're not gonna bog down every hex, but it's gonna be a surprise when things happen. So you're lucky, Grit Snob. So you guys make your way through the foothills and into the mountains, and you come across this place here. So I'll read the
beautiful.
description. So fog drifts like shredded souls through the wind-swept mountain pass you traverse. As the fog disperses for a moment, you see the crumbling stronghold rise against the northern side of the mountain pass, surrounded by a moat filled with muddy water. The landscape is barren. Only thorny bushes and sharp grass survive in these lands. It's quiet, apart from singing and strange animal sounds, the likes of which you have never heard before. Naked bones from horses and humans are strewn along the road closest to the stronghold, and a fire burns in the watchtower in front of the stronghold, and the smell of food drifts in the wind. So it's coming from there. So you guys hear singing and like moaning, and the smell of some food cooking coming from over there.
I guess we should go to the food cooking or the singing.
Let's go to the party, guys.
Yeah, it's coming from this. It looks like an old watchtower. So a ragged watchtower stands there like a newborn next to the stronghold ruin on the cliff behind it. Vines cling to the withered walls. Trails of smoke rise from the caved-in roof. Someone has a fire going. So the door is wide open. There's no wooden door there anymore. The doorway's open. You get closer, and it's just covered and caked in vines. This thing, it's ancient. This whole building is ancient, and it's old and crumbling. The vines themselves look pretty harmless. You have her tale of deadly man-eating vines, but these seem to be of the regular garden variety, from what you can tell. And you hear singing coming from inside. So you just want to approach it, or how do you want to handle this?
I mean, if it's cooked, I'm smelling. What is it? Meat? I'm smelling, or what is it?
It is meat. Yeah.
I say we have to go invest.
I mean,
thinking it's a stomach. Yeah, so you guys make your way over to that tower, the watchtower, and as you get closer, a head pokes out, and let me show you a picture here. Where are you? You see that guy poke his head out. He's like
young Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders. Yeah, Colonel Sanders. That's it. Colonel Sanders doesn't look like that.
A young Colonel Sanders.
So a man in his 50s with graying, unkept hair, wearing a green tunic, gray hose, and knitted fingerless gloves, is sitting in there smoking a pipe. The pipe is always at the side of his mouth, and he's singing away. And he looks up, and he sees you, and he's got these piercing green eyes, and he's got a husky voice. He goes, hello, welcome to Weatherstone. I am Dalb the Bard. What brings you here?
Agari responds to Dalb's husky voice with his golden retriever voice. And,
I see what you did there, but
I see.
That's a
he he says, we're travelers seeing the sights.
Ah, the sights. Well, like I said, welcome to Weatherstone. This is a sight to behold. You here seeking fortune or the fabled treasures inside?
Treasures are nice kind of treasures. I don't know fables.
Oh. Oh, so you don't know what's inside.
Please tell us.
Well, you're not the first to ask about Weatherstone in the last few days. Escar Farthing and his men, they shared these very quarters recently with me as well. They seek the weapon of King Algarad, the mighty sword Rustbite. Escar, he's an impatient man, and they left for the stronghold immediately. But there is something I never told them. Something that you fellas might find of interest. He takes a big, long inhale from his pipe, and he looks at all of you through the fire and exhales. The undead, they lie in eternal rest, but Weatherstone is still a dangerous place. In the cellar lurks an unholy beast, a creature so vile that it can rip the limbs off a full-grown man. But there is a way to slay it. With the sword of the king, King Algarad. You find that sword and you can kill the beast. Kill the beast! And treasure awaits. Simple, no?
I raise my hand.
Yes?
Does it have to be the sword of a king to kill the thing, or can we just beat it to death?
No, it is fabled. I'm a man of story and song. And let me tell you the legend, King Algarad. It says...
Well, hold on. You're a man of story and song, but the most important thing we need to know right now is, are you a man of decent cooking skills? Because something smells awesome!
Ah! It's my Hassenpfeffer. I have a rabbit cooking here. Would you like some?
I've already fished out my plate from my back.
I don't know.
There's plenty to go around.
I'm gonna ask him about the deer. Is he familiar with that deer that lives in the house?
He takes a long drag of his pipe. He goes, Yellow eyes, you say?
Yes.
Oh, that's very peculiar. I've not seen or heard of such a strange beast. And you said it led you in this direction?
Yes.
Takes another long drag of his pipe and exhales. No, I have not heard tale of a yellow-eyed deer, but I will have to investigate and add it to my repertoire.
Okay.
It lives here?
I don't know. It may.
He's very confused by this.
I mean, does a deer really live where?
Is this a riddle, friend?
No, this is more just amusing on general state of
right.
deerhood.
He just keeps puffing away at that pipe. It's just glued to his mouth. Any Go ahead.
I was just going to ask if a deer shits in the woods.
He looks at you strangely. If it lives in the woods?
That's a good point. If a deer shits in the woods, does it really shit at all?
I do not know. The riddles amongst you. Are you minstrel? Are you bards yourselves? Storytellers?
No, we're dwarves.
Well,
we're
you're
dwarves. Very close.
You're a dwarf, and you appear to be a wolfkin, and you appear to be a half elf, and you're big. I don't know what you are. What are you? Are you a man?
Take my helmet off.
An orc. He looks at the rest of the three of you. How did you fall into league with this one? And he puffs away.
You mean pipe. How did I fall into league with them?
Oh yes, yes, sir, dwarf. How did you fall into league with them?
That's the orc speaking.
Oh, yes. Sorry. He meant orc. Sir Orc.
We're fellow travelers, and we have a shared interest, but separate goals.
Oh, very good. So, do you seek fortune?
That's none of your business.
Do you seek treasure?
Isn't that the same thing?
Oh, two very different things, my friend. There's a difference between fortune and treasure. In there lies fabled treasure of centuries old, of great kings, of great legends. Fortune could just be gold.
Agari asks a bard if he knows any tales of treasure which would grant its wielder eternal life.
He sits back and he looks up through the broken roof of the old watchtower and looks to the sky and takes a deep drag of his pipe, and he's thinking deep in thought. There are many strange treasures here in these lands. Eternal life, you say? No, that I have not heard of. Is that what you seek, friend?
Oh, I just figured, such a great bard, you'd know a story about that or something.
I know many stories. So,
and the rustbite sword.
Yes, the rustbite sword.
What's that do?
What do you?
What's
what
so
would you
special
like to know
about that sword?
Well, it's said that it is a demon slayer. That is its purpose. If you look to clear and rid this land of demons, then that is the magic weapon you want to wield.
Huh.
Is there much call for demon slaying? I mean, are they like rats around here? Are they still prevalent?
There are demons
Are
all
the
over this
demons-
land.
Are the demons like a problem, though?
They pop up everywhere. We are trying to rid the land of these demons. We do not know where they come from, and we must stop them.
I ask him, does he know the name of the taunter or whatever his name?
The hunter. So you describe the small orc on the...
Yeah.
I've heard others mention this strange creature. He tries to provoke them, and claims
Yeah, to
he's the one that
provoke
rid the land of the blood mists. Is that the one you speak of?
Yes.
I've heard tale of him. Odd fellow. Is he real?
I lift up the bottom of my shoe. Not anymore.
Oh, and he kind of sits back and kind of shifts away from you, Grit Snob. He turns to Mornath. I see you have a bowl. Here, let me. And he scoops out some of the stew and puts it in the bowl for you. Some rabbit stew. Would anybody else care for some? Hassenpfeffer.
Canadian.
With our thanes and Hassenpfeffer.
Yeah, switch the things. Yeah, Hassenpfeffer.
Anybody else care for some stew?
I'll take some.
Oh, yes. Here's a double helping for you. You're a large lad.
Thank you for sharing your pot.
Oh, my pleasure.
I suspect I'll be making some type of strength checks later as I'm playing.
Any NPCs that offer instantly untrustworthy.
Puffy food, yeah, it can't be good. Same with like orcs shouting at you. It has to be a trap.
throwing dung.
Throwing feces.
Anytime you child or someone who's injured in the road, trap.
It has to be a trap. It's always bad news. It's evil. Yeah, so he sits there and he just kind of smokes away at his pipe, and enjoys his Hassenpfeffer with you. And so, do you think you're going to take a closer look? He seems very eager. He just kind of leans in when he asks and puffs away at his pipe.
I mean, Agari mentions to, the more combative members of the party that demons, if a demon should be nice to have a way to dispatch one more easily.
Yes.
Yeah, just like instantly fuck up with just like one sword stroke.
Just
I like that idea.
Demon Slayer. He also leans in and goes, "Hey, I like you fellas. I've heard tale of something else in there. Another great treasure. Even greater than the demon slaying sword. Have you ever heard of the Nekhaka scepter?"
No.
Well, it's said to be a... What's it? What's this? What's the...
I was just rolling to see if I lost an arrow.
Oh.
The arrow.
What, in this guy's face?
No, from that guy.
He goes, well,
The resource.
that treasure that I said that the sword is rumored to unlock is said to be the scepter, which is rumored to be one of 4 treasures that many seek out across the land. It's said to be housed in here.
I'm looking for an artifact that will unite the orc clans. What have you
In a
know
good
of
way.
this?
Good luck with that, friend. If you could
Find that
find such,
entertaining?
if you could find such an artifact, well, that would be the subject of story and song.
Which you seem to know very little about.
Oh.
Yeah, you seem. Yeah, man, you sing a lot. Sing us a story.
My throat hurts, so I'm not going to sing you a story at this time.
My throat.
Dance.
Oh, my goodness.
But no, it is rumored. He pulls out this old parchment. He unravels it, and he shows this to you. There's an image of this thing on there. He goes, "This is the scepter in question. It is said that Elgrid, the first king of the Alderland, was so wise and good that the gods turned his heart into a ruby after his death. Algerdan, son of Algarad, had his craftsman carve the scepter with 3 pendants from the golden alder trees of the royal palace and set his father's ruby in the scepter. It's rumored that if you get the sword in there, that you may unlock this fabled item."
So if we get the sword in the heart of the ruby scepter,
No.
we have to
You
stab
find the
ruby.
sword, it will unlock this treasure within the keep. The sword is the
Wait.
key to unlocking,
The scepter?
slaying the beast, the great beast, in the caverns of the castle, where in which it is rumored that scepter lies. But the sword is the key.
To the caverns, or to the keep, or to killing the monster.
To killing
Or
the
to the
monster and
scepter.
unlocking that treasure that I just showed you,
Which is in the keep.
which is in the keep with the monster.
So the
and the keep in the cavern.
Yes.
Got it.
okay, I'm gonna get pen and paper.
It's like that bump on song.
I never listen to music, so
There's a cavern that contains a great beast. And it said, "Sword will slay the beast." And
Okay,
within the
so
beast's
get
lair
sword, slay beast.
is rumored to be the scepter, a great artifact that many seek in these lands. And that sword is said to unlock the container holding that scepter. And
Okay, so the sword is also a key.
yes. And
So we
your
kill
key,
the.
and your key to slaying the beast.
So it's a key in multiple senses.
I would say so, my friend. And he puffs away at his pipe.
So tell me, do you drop this information for everybody that comes in smelling your stew? Because doesn't seem like anyone's found that yet.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, well, I'm here to make note of the new tale of the adventurers coming, the heroes. Yes, look at you, you're probably heroes coming from across the mountain range here to unlock these secrets that others have not. Like I said, Esgar Farthing and his men were here not too long ago. They shared some stew with me. I have not seen or heard of them since, but they made their way in the keep.
How many people have
they're dead?
How many people have just came here, eaten your food, and just left?
He takes the pipe out of his mouth and he kind of taps the top of his head with the end of it. He starts doing some arithmetic. You see him counting his fingers, and he's silent for a few moments, but it feels like an eternity. He goes, "Many." His eyes all wide.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, I'm going to sit here and enjoy my stew, and you're welcome to stay with me if you see fit. Perhaps more will come along. And we could tell them a tale, and maybe they will be.
I go get my third helping.
Victorious. Yes, here you go, friend. What's your name? He points to you. What's your name? Gritsnob. Pleasure to meet you. Dalb the bard. And he holds out his hand.
I grab him by the elbow. Give him a hearty shake.
Oh, I'm not used to orcish customs. Thank you. Tell me more of this yellow-eyed deer.
Tell him everything I know.
It's a deer that's yellow-dyed.
And it lives here, you say?
Well, it doesn't live anywhere. It's a deer. It just goes where it wants to. I thought we already established this.
Oh, okay. Well, he points to said he lived here. This was his house.
Well,
Seems like
he's not exactly sharpest tool in the shed.
Okay, all right. Well, very good then. He just kind of sits back and puffs away at his pipe, staring at you guys through the smoke of the fire, sitting opposite from you in this broken keep. Not really engaging with you anymore, but also not shooing you away. He just seems content. It's just a strange old man.
Telling stories, send adventures.
Yeah.
And the place with the sword is literally right behind.
Yeah, he points behind him because his back is to Weatherstone. He's got his back to the back of his keep. He's facing the doorway that you guys came in through. Yeah, it's rumored to be at the very top, that very high peak back there. You poke your head out the window and see. And he points to that thing. It's rumored to be up there.
Do you have a general location, just to make it easier for us?
Yes, all the way at the top is what legend says.
Is that where the monster is as well?
No, that's the king's resting place. It's rumored that his sword is up there with him.
Okay, so this is not the monster's crib.
No. But I understand the dead are restless in there, so you could call it a crypt, as you said.
Well, even if this guy, a lunatic who is sending us to our deaths, potentially.
With full bellies.
With full
Yep.
bellies.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, yeah, he may be a lunatic, but he does cook a mean stew.
Yeah. Good stuff. Make me a willpower roll. No, I was kidding.
Do I need to
Feel
roll for
great
food
after eating his Hassenpfeffer?
after waking up? I mean, because the travel from yesterday.
You
Yeah.
need to roll for food poisoning.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to roll the food and water die.
For dysentery. Oh yeah, you guys did need to roll for that, didn't you?
Yeah,
From the day before. Good call. Thank you.
you're welcome. And for me reminding you means I don't have to roll.
No, that's not true.
Oh. Alright.
That's not accurate at all.
D8, D6.
It was close.
Slash roll 1D8. Well,
All right. But you guys have nice full bellies now.
I mean,
Oh,
once
somebody
again,
lost.
the sword sounds pretty useful. I don't know about the scepter, what it's supposed to do exactly. But if we're going to be spending any amount of time out here, we should probably have something that'll dispatch demons pretty quickly. I mean, this is an obvious trap, but we have Grid Snob.
the only problem,
Just in case.
here's my only problem with the sword, is that there's only one sword for the force.
I mean,
Like, would we have to, like, share it?
I'm not really a get up close and personal kind of guy if I can avoid it. So you guys could figure out the finer details on who gets the sword.
I suppose it's only really a question with when we get the sword. Not really, like, relevant now.
You guys are fighting over something you don't even have yet.
Exactly.
You might all just die in the first room. Who knows?
If we're lucky, that's
and
what's
then the
going to
next
happen.
adventuring group of PCs will go after the sword.
The real money's in looting all those dead PCs that went before us.
Yeah, right? I'm gonna move you to a different map here that I have of this, and it's numbered, which is much easier of talking you guys through different areas when I can just say, number 2 is this, number 3 is that, number 4 is this. It worked very well with the hollows. So you're in number 1 right now.
Because we are number.
Yes, because you are number 1 in my heart.
Damn straight.
Dob was the singing we were. Is that correct?
Yes, he was the singing and the smell of the delicious food.
Lovely guy.
So it's about noon now. Would you like to head on over? Or head on out?
I mean, I say I vote we head on into this. Who knows what else we might find.
You could take a look around and always come back at another time. Poke your head in there, see how things are.
Table it for another day.
Right? That's
There's
the beauty
going
of
to be
this.
a booth charging admission for entry. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. 7 gold. All right. You guys are gonna go take a peek over at number 2 there? You want to wander over?
I say we should. I think we should. What you guys?
Dalb, Good luck,
close.
fellas. Good luck. I hope you find all the treasure you're looking for. And if you do, or when you do, corrects himself, come back and see me, and I will record your tale.
I don't have a tail.
But he does. Agari.
Man.
All right, so you guys make your way out of the watchtower, and you go around the moat there, and you head over to number 2. So that's the main gate. There was once a drawbridge to the main gate, which is rotted through and fallen into the moat. The water's cloudy and foul-smelling, and it appears unknown creatures move in the depths, sending ripples through the algae on the surface. So this muddy moat, it runs all the way around this old keep. And it looks like you could go through the moat and try to get to the other side, or there's also seems to be a big pile of half-rotten timber in a pile nearby that you may be able to use to your advantage.
Okay.
Does it look
Copy.
like any of that timber has recently been moved for such a thing?
Yeah, you go over and inspect the pile, and it looks like somebody has like tied a few pieces together here and there, but it doesn't look like it's been done recently. It's very old and rotting.
Hmm.
And the distance across from like where you are to the other side, where the bridge used to be, is roughly 60 feet across.
Okay.
It's a pretty large distance.
Yeah. Can't just like run and jump it.
I feel like trying to build a bridge across would be pretty difficult as well. Without an initial piece that's 60 feet long.
Yeah.
I think if we're gonna head over there, our only real option is going to be to swim.
I don't know. It looks like somebody was lashing some of these wood together. Maybe a small raft, perhaps.
Okay.
Or a large raft.
Or a large-
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you guys definitely
See about possibly doing that. Yeah, see if there's timbers that are intact enough that they would at least float and hold something on top, and see if you can't lash some together.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it looks like you could do that pretty easily. What I'll do is, why don't you guys go ahead and whoever wants to do this can make a craft roll. Who's our crafty person?
Now's my time to shine as the dwarf.
Does
You
anybody
guys
want
need
to assist him?
Yeah, I have a little crafting. I'll help out.
Wait, what's your crafting?
Oh, not great. I got a single point in it, but the total is a 6.
My total. Okay, yeah. So 5, 2. Gear dice. I'm not using anything. So I also add. What's it called? Wait, how would I put bonus dice into the roller? Into the top roller?
In the top roller, just go ahead. Like, you've already clicked your skill. Is that correct?
Yeah, I have.
It should
I
adjust
put
it.
my skill.
So go ahead and just like click up how many dice you're adding in the skill level. So if you're getting one person assisting, you just change it to a 3 from 2.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I'm watching in real time change it. If anybody else is assisting him who has the skill, you can add another die.
I want skilled craftery.
I am not skilled in craftery at all.
Yeah, Morin's helping. He's like, yeah, what's the old adage? Measure once, cut twice, right?
I've never heard of that before, but sure.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So between the two of you, you guys put together a pretty sturdy raft, and you also are able to find a nice long piece of branch that you could use as a stick to kind of push yourself across. You're not just kind of wading with your hands or pushing yourselves.
An oar.
An
Made
oar?
a gondola.
Yeah, what are those called in a gondola? I don't know what they're actually called.
On what?
Well, the gondola guy uses the stick that he pushes you along with.
I'm pretty sure it's just an oar.
Sure, we'll call it an oar. I like it. So you find a really nice long branch and sturdy branch that you could use as an oar. So you guys, it takes you no time actually between the two of you. And you guys engineer this thing, put it together. Gritsnob and Agari, you guys are pretty impressed. You're like, oh, well, we've been leading and scouting this whole time. You guys have just been reaping the rewards, and finally they're pulling their own weight. And they put together this impressive raft, the two of them.
Well, Gritsnob and I are hanging out.
Just chilling?
Just chilling.
All right.
I'm sharpening my tusk.
Ooh, very sharp.
Okay. So the moat isn't very deep, but again, you're seeing like ripples and just bubbles breaking on the water. You can tell there's definitely things in the moat. You just don't know what. There's like odd little skeletons from like little creatures like rats and stuff kind of lying around the edge of the moat. You guys want to board your raft and push your way across?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's try something here. Okay, so you guys are pushing your way across, and as you do so, you start to see the water start to part. It's not a goblin. And a goblin jumps out. No. Just the sheet I was using. The water starts to part, and you start to rush your way across. Who's using the oar to push them across? Is it big old Gritsnob?
That's probably. I'm the strength.
Probably should be.
Yeah, so you see these ripples behind, and the water starts kind of breaking around you. But you make your way across, and as you do so, you hit land. And just as you do, you see like a tentacle shoot out of the water and kind of lash at where you were just hovering over in the water.
I yell at the guys who didn't see it and point.
Yeah, it pops up just behind you, and you guys are hitting land on the other end. Like, it's not a huge gap. So you make your way across, and as you guys are making your way across, you see the water give in this like strange, I don't know, octopus beaked type creature just kind of come out of the ooze, and these tentacles are flailing around, and it was just a little too slow for you guys, but this thing was sitting in the water the whole time.
Okay.
But you're now on the other side.
We're gonna have to kill that thing before we.
Hey, you gotta find a way out of here, right? The creature living in the moat.
Maybe we could befriend it.
I've tried that. That hasn't worked.
I mean,
You've
it worked
tried that
on
before?
Gritsnob.
Squids are notoriously antisocial creatures.
Says the dwarf. A traditionally landlocked race.
Underland.
Yeah.
Technically, we spend more of our lives under the sea level, much like they do. We have a kinship.
Sure.
You are also an ant, so you have that in common.
So you guys are on the other side now. You clamber up that the bank, and you're standing in front of the great doors, and you poke your head in, and you don't. Well, you do hear the sound of like chatter and music coming from up ahead.
Man, Akari preps bow.
Yeah.
I got
Spear and shield at the ready.
Yeah, so you guys enter and you make your way into where number 2 is there in the castle, and there's like the walls are just covered in like mildew, like water's run down over the years. The foundation is just crumbling. It smells of like decay in here and like mold and must. And you can tell like nobody's been here for a long time. So it's really odd that you're hearing these sounds coming from my head. And it sounds like many people, like you swear 50, 75, maybe even more, just kind of chatting and talking away. And again, you hear the sounds of music. And you guys make your way up through the halls, and you make your way towards number 3. And you turn a corner, and all of a sudden you reach a large, gloomy hall. It looks like it was like once the place that was held for like the great feasts that would have taken place here for the king. But now, it's only home to death and decay. The remains of rotting flesh and moldy tapestries spread an odor thick enough to make any living visitor gag. And old wooden chairs, and on the cold stone floor are the remains of what once must have been the king's Alderlander humans, soldiers, as if they had fallen during the final supper. But they're actually not lying there. You guys turn the corner and into the room, and there's like hundreds of like undead, skeletons standing there like in tattered clothes and garb, and they're sitting around the tables, and there's no sounds, particularly like there's like the sounds of like air kind of exhaling, but not really. They're like, it looks like they're talking, it looks like they're engaged in drink, it looks like they're like partying, they're sitting there dancing. You see like skeletal minstrels in one corner, and that's where the sound of the music's coming from. And you enter this room, and they kind of turn to you and they look at you like kind of, what are you doing here? And then a couple of them kind of start walking over, and all of a sudden from behind you, you feel an arm around you, and they start like beckoning you into the great hallway. They don't seem aggressive whatsoever. You see these skeletal figures start waving you in, and one of them pulls a chair at a table for you, and they start waving you into the room. And it looks like they're in the middle of a big party or feast that they're locked in for almost all of time.
I have at least 2 red flags in this situation.
Only 2.
Yeah. Undead is the first one.
2, party I wasn't invited to.
Man. Do they all look the same amount of dead?
They're pretty much like there are a few that have like flesh on them, but they're almost like mummified at this point. They're so old.
Yummy.
Like the
That's a
smell
delicious.
is just unbearable in this room also.
That's a delicious image I have in my head.
But they don't seem to notice. Like to them, from what you're witnessing, it doesn't seem like they know they're dead. Like it seems like they're locked in time.
Mm.
You see a couple of them stand in the corner. It looks like they're starting to get into a fight. They got their fists up and they're throwing punches at each other. And
so they're inviting us to sit down and stuff like that,
They've
right?
invited you to sit down. There's no food being served, but there's old like silverware and plates and goblets. They're like drinking out, but nothing's coming out of it. Like they're sipping back and they're using forks and knives, and there's nothing.
They're
not
talking
consuming
and stuff like that, right? Like we can hear them talking.
Yeah, you heard some talking, but as you enter the room now, it's more like just kind of like gasps and like wails and like just like air passing through their bones. It looks like they're trying to talk, but they're not really producing anything.
Okay, so it's more like just like puppets without sound.
Essentially,
okay,
and like music playing over over all of it, which is kind of eerie and creepy.
Well, Agari says,
Okay.
and, introduces himself to.
Well, the skeletons you sit down at the table with, they raise their goblets to you, and one of them slaps you on the back, and they all swing their heads back and take a drink of this cup that has nothing in it, and they shove one your way.
I toast and put it close to my mouth.
Right? There's nothing. There's like dust in the cup when you look at it.
And then after that, I hold it up like, no, yeah, cheers.
Yeah, drinking.
And they all put their cups up also and like cheers you back, and they all just sling their heads back and like they're consuming from the cups again. Their arms are like, yeah. There's a couple of them stumbling around and falling over in the room.
Man.
A lot of them look like they're dressed as guards and soldiers as well. That's the majority of these skeletons in this room as you look around. Looks like they were once soldiers.
Is there like a chair?
Is there what, sorry?
Like a king's chair or a head of the table?
Yeah, there is actually a head of a table. Like there's a throne at one end. It's not at one of the tables, but it's at the far end of the room, and it is empty. There's 2 thrones side by side.
I dare Gritsnob to sit in it.
He will not.
He will not.
No.
I like that response.
Man, damn shame. Here I thought
Graciously
Gritsnob was
declines.
brave.
Yeah, he is brave. He is.
But he's not stupid.
Yes. Exactly.
All right, so yeah, they're wandering about, and again, like they'll approach you. Gritsnob, you're the biggest. You seem to always be the target. This a big burly one stumbles over, and he kind of like just gets in front of you, and he gets his face right up against yours, and and then he leans back, and he puts his dukes up. He puts his fists up like he wants to fight. He's like challenging you.
Really? Okay.
What do we do to you, bud?
He seems like he might. He's stumbling around a bit. The skeleton.
Let me think. Oh, he seems drunk or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
What do you got? What do you got cooking? We're almost at the end of our session here, so we're gonna leave off soon.
Okay.
Right away.
That's me swinging my mace at his head.
You're swinging your mace,
A
so you
flail.
take out your mace.
God.
You start swinging.
No.
Okay, as you do so, as you produce your mace, a
Fail.
couple of skeletons come over, and they put their arms around the skeleton that's challenging you, and they're trying to pull him away from you.
Okay.
As you produce the mace. And it looks like they're talking. One of them gets in front between the two of you, and he kind of puts his arms up between the two of you, and they're trying to talk to the big skeleton who challenged you. It appears.
Okay. I am fine with that.
And so, like I said, this is a giant room. It just stretches on forever. Old tapestries hang, just rotting. You can't really make out what's on them anymore at this point. They appear to be centuries old, and they're just mostly tatters.
I'd like to try something.
Sure.
The plateware that they're eating off of, if it's silver,
It is silver.
I want to pick up a plate, turn it around, buff it up real nice and shiny, see if I can see my reflection in it.
Sure.
And I want to walk over to one of the guests and hold it up in front of them.
Yeah. So
Oh my God.
you polish it up real nice and shiny, and you spit shine it. You see yourself in there, and you're all ready. You walk on over to the guy and you hold it up, and it looks at it, and it looks again, and it looks at you, and it just kind of shrugs.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
If I look at its reflection in the plate, what do I see?
You see a skeleton.
Interesting.
I think perhaps they know they're skeleton. That's okay.
Maybe they're happy about it.
Yeah, it's like that's their lot in life.
Try pointing out that it's a skeleton and asking if that's okay with it. Like literally, just like stick your finger through its like rib cage or something like that.
In its eye sockets.
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Like, what do you want to do?
Well, these guys have been real nice to us, guys. Let's just
Not to me.
Guys, do we want to provoke these guys?
They weren't
like
nice to me.
hundreds of skeletons.
I don't want to start a fight or nothing like that, but I just I mean I can't let these guys live in a lie and have them pretend like they're gonna be like eating food and stuff like that when really all they're doing is just like bashing silver together. That seems cruel.
It seems cruel.
I mean, if they're content, shining on their misfortune, really seems like the meaner thing to do, and potentially could be dangerous for us.
Potentially.
The way I look at it, the only content I see is the one that Grit Snob is wearing.
So, do you want to poke this thing, or stick
I
your
don't.
fingers in its rib cages, or whatever you want to do?
I don't want to do anything. I was just offering a suggestion. I
Oh,
can't get
you guys
myself
always-
killed.
You're just always trying to give Grit Snob the ideas.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just get my foot in the door using someone else's foot.
Exactly. So they carry on. They continue on. You guys sit with them for a while, and you take a look at the room, and like I said, it's mostly soldiers. It appears in here is the majority, and they're just locked in this moment in time from the appearance of it, and they accept you when you enter the room.
That's nice of them.
Agari's gonna hop for a while. He's gonna, go throughout the room, make sure he introduces himself to a lot of them.
Sure, they reach out to shake your hand and stuff, and they slap you on the back, and they hold out drinks to have with you when you go around like introducing yourself.
Yeah. Agari finds these skeletons incredibly trustworthy.
You are old, right? You've seen a lot of things, so it makes sense that.
Well, they don't have the faces which lie to you. They are what they're,
Yeah.
But he does this, working his way towards the other side of the room, indicating to his friends that perhaps they should do the same.
Like, come on, guys.
Like, let's go. Unless we want to be here forever partying.
Yeah, they're more than willing to let us by. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. This is.
You're making your way through the room. Nobody's really stopping you. You get stopped by the occasional skeleton, and they kind of like slap you on the back, or they turn and it looks like they're trying to talk to you, like their mouths are moving, but again, nothing's coming out. And you nod, you smile and nod, and continue on. So you guys make your way through the giant hall, and that brings you out to number 4. Well, I'll read you the caption here. It's going to be a little bit of a puzzle for us to pick up with next week. We'll leave off with the ravine because we're at the end of our time here for the evening. I know it's very late for some of you on the East Coast.
I love puzzles.
Yeah. So you're at the ravine. So if you see like number 4 and 7 there, it looks like something has cleaved this like mountain cliff in 2 separate halves, like right down the middle of number 4 and number 7 there. So you're at the ravine. So it's as if an axe of a giant has cleft both the stronghold and the rock into 2 and left a deep infected wound from which the sound and stench of the mountain's death rattle rises. And it's obvious there used to be a bridge here. The opposite wall with the yawning portal into the eastern half of the stronghold is 5 meters away. So there's a deep ravine that splits Weatherstone in 2. Its east and western parts. 2 drawbridges are found here. The drawbridge for number 4 is on the opposite end. So there's a gap of about 5 meters between your side and that side. A single rusty chain hangs on your side as well. Doesn't seem to have a drawbridge still attached to it, but it looks like there might have been one on this side as well, but it's rotted completely away. Down below is the moat in a ravine, and there's a terrible, terrible stench coming from there. And you look down, you can see like all sorts of like semi-living debris. You see some weird little creatures kind of skidding around down there. Look like you catch an odd glimpse, and it's almost like bastardizations of things, like almost like creatures combined. And they're just kind of skidding around in the shadows down there, and you're like, oh my god, what took place in this place? At the bottom of the ravine, you can see a cave down there as well. And the shells of a couple of wagons littered around the outside of the cave. So we're going to leave off there. And you guys can figure out how you want to get across next week to the other side of this ravine.
Groovy.
Very good. Well, it was good to play this week. It was good to get back into it. I had this all prepped last week and ready to go, so I had no prep to do this week, which is always nice. But yes, I'm glad.
Not so much this next week.
No, I've got it all prepped out for the next few sessions, which is always nice. But no, this was fun. How did you guys enjoy the hex crawl? We finally got into that.
I like it.
Good.
Yeah, it's fun.
A little old school. Awesome. Very good. Well, we'll be back next week, same time. Hopefully the 4 of you can make it, and we can continue on through Weatherstone and its secrets. Thanks so much. We got Seamus watching us. Thanks so much for popping in and saying hi in the chat. I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to say goodnight to you guys, and I'm going to end the stream here.